Look at her, Richard. Look at how magnificent she is. The most deadly hunter ever created. The most deadly dinosaur ever created. And I did it because I'm a mad scientist.
You're mad. You are mad. How can you play God by creating a dinosaur? However, did you do this?
Well, I just let her listen to this Pod Bros exclusive.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm Richard.
And I'm Shawn.
And together, we speak the language of bromance. Us, you and I.
Ooh, Richard, we always wonder like how far reaching this podcast can go. And I just want to let you know that we started a revolution.
We did? How did we?
Yeah. The revolution, you know that song from Black Panther where they're like, the revolution won't be televised. It's not. It's going to become over a podcast.
Love that
It's
quote.
a good song.
Revolution will
But
not
Richard,
be televised.
About a month-ish ago, we did a podcast on Cincinnati Freedom.
Cincinnati Freedom.
Freedom.
She was the most what's the word I'm looking for? Promiscuous cow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we followed her tail. She escaped. She went to New Orleans.
She found love.
She found love with John Cena. And she lived a tale. Like, she lived a life. And now, Richard, cows all over the world are taking note. And they're like, no more.
So what you're saying is that our main audience is cows?
Yeah, which I think we talked like way back when, like how cows were scary. Because cows are like are known for more accidental deaths than sharks.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, whoa, you're hearkening way back. I think that was like episode 3 or some nonsense.
Yeah, it was way early in the day. But Richard, a cow on its way to the slaughterhouse.
just like Cincinnati Freedom.
Yeah.
Just like good old Betsy.
Yeah, Betsy inspired this cow. And so it's in Europe. So I don't know a good Europe name for a cow.
Le Betsy.
So Le Betsy. Le Betsy
it's
says
Betsy,
no.
but with a little accent mark over the E. So it's Betsy.
So you know it's fancy.
Yeah.
This cow, Richard, decided that it's not going to the slaughterhouse and decided to escape. So let's jump into this tale of Le Betsy.
Le Betsy.
So, Richard, a cow has been living alone. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold that for later.
Oh, my God. See, now I'm picturing a cow with like a beret on its head. Tell me that's not what you're picturing, because that is exactly what I'm picturing. As a cow.
I do not want to go to the slaughterhouse, so I will finish my cigarette and I will tell you to fuck off. You are shit, and you are a terrible farmer.
The revolution lives on.
The revolution will not be televised. So, Richard, this cow was on its way to the slaughterhouse, and it decided, it says, no, I will not be killed for my meat. And we back in the day, in our previous episode, when we talked about Betsy, she jumped over the fence, right?
Jumped over a 6-foot-high fence.
Yeah.
And I was commenting how that is impossible to do, or nigh impossible to do, because that fence is basically a foot over her head. And I can't jump a foot over. I can't jump over something that's a foot over my head. I can't jump anything that's a foot under my head. Shawn, I can't jump. I'm a white guy.
It happens.
Now I'm sad.
It's all right. You keep fighting for those dreams to be an NBA point guard.
One day. One day.
I'm like Larry Bird, right? No, you're not.
It's like Larry Bird, but the complete opposite. If there's a complete opposite of Larry Bird, that's you, Richard.
So Le Betsy, with her beret and her cigarette, decided, hey, maybe I should jump over the fence too, right? So she's in her barn. You know, she heard our podcast because she's an avid listener.
Right.
And she's like, oh, yeah, the Farm Upstate's a restaurant, you jerks. She probably didn't even want to listen.
No,
she's like, I hate you guys.
It probably completely changed her point of view. We were like, the Farm Upstate's a restaurant, and she's
Oh,
listening and going, "What?
La farmhouse? What the fuck we call
Le
it?
Farm
Le farm?
is a cafe?
This cannot be.
Farmer Surge, is this true? Oh, yes, it is. And soon
I
you
will
shall
eat
be
you.
there
I would eat you with a side of mashed
at the
potatoes.
cafe upstate."
Oh. He's got a mustache.
And he like one of those big handlebar mustaches, like Reddenfield, and he twirls it.
La Betsy, do not listen to this week's Language of Bromance. It will cloud your mind. Yeah, so she listens to it. She's like, oh my God, they're talking about cows. I love when they talk about cows.
See, okay, here's what happened is somebody is driving down an old French country road, and they're stopping to like look at the scenery and everything, and they drop their phone in the floorboard, and they're rooting for their phone, and they find an iPod, and they're like, why do I still have an iPod? It's 2017. And so they
2018.
It's 2018. Why do I still have a fucking iPod? And they chuck it over the fence. And so this cow picks it up and is like, what is this? And pushes a button. Cow's got an iPod.
Yeah.
Uses the farmer's Wi-Fi, like piggybacks on the farmer's Wi-Fi.
It's a little shoddy. Like she's just far enough where she holds it like above the hay. She can get like decent reception.
Because I mean, with a hoof, I mean, you could probably navigate the wheel on an iPod, I would think.
Maybe. I mean, she probably had to befriend the chicken because they probably need something to listen to.
Hey, peck.
They peck at it.
Peck this.
La Rooster, peck my iPhone.
And then the rooster's like, do you even have earbuds? And I was like,
is that
sheet.
code?
Les sheet.
God, go out and get me a little things for my ears.
Do you caca?
You did not. I do not do. Richard. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that. So the cow has an iPod, and the cow is piggybacking off the Wi-Fi, and that is how it's able to get a hold of the podcast. Because I mean, I've checked the reviews, and there is one review that's just like moo, and I didn't know what that meant. I took it as an insult, and I deleted it.
It was 5 stars, but
you have opened my eyes to the world around me.
So La Betsy, she hears our episode and she's like, holy shit, like, Farmer Joe they're in Poland.
Oh, Poland.
Yeah, he said
He's not even French. They're Polish.
I know, but French, I can't do a Polish accent. What's a Polish accent sound like?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't do it without probably insulting an entire country.
Yeah, I mean, France we can make fun of because I don't think they listen to podcasts.
No, they're too refined.
Like, you two are shit. We listen to all kinds of podcasts.
You two are shit.
We don't wear berets.
We listen to podcasts, just not yours. Because you are shit.
We leave 1-star reviews. These two are la sheet. Wait, we're sheets? Like bed sheets? No, sheets.
We're not racist.
Yeah,
you are towards French people? Well, yeah. But I mean, you're French.
Does that count? I mean,
does it? I don't think so.
I mean, we eat fries, French fries, French toast.
God damn it.
Here in France, we call them freedom toast.
Oh my God, you did it first?
So La Betsy, she hears this and she's like, okay, Farmer Joe said I'm going to a farm upstate, right? I don't want to go to La Cafe.
Yeah. Le Upstate Cafe.
Yeah, so she's like, fuck this. So she takes off running. She tries to jump a fence, Richard. She fails.
Oh.
She can't jump a fence.
See, you know this? Yeah, see, because she probably tried and failed and then backed up and was like, fuck, this is hard. How'd the other cow do it?
How Betsy? It was an inside job, wasn't it?
Probably had the rooster's help.
But our cow in Poland does not give up because like she's probably re-listened to the podcast again. It's like, listen, if Betsy can do it, I can do it. I can't jump it because again, like Betsy, I love that wheat. I eat a shit ton of that wheat.
Oh my God, that's so good.
She only had 1 cheat day a week. I have 7. I don't give a fuck. Curves are the new skinny, bitches.
It's Europe. It's okay.
Is it okay? I thought Europe would probably be more skinny.
Yeah, they are. We're the fat ones.
Well, I mean, I thought, do they find skinny sexy there, or is it thick that's sexy there?
No, I think it's skinny. We're the fat. We're the fat ones, Shawn.
I don't think there's really like any kind of complaints here in the States. Well, yeah. Well, actually, I read that. I just read this recently. I think it was it Iraq? It was some country that had recently been like liberated, and like all the fast food restaurants tried to get in there as quick as possible, and it had become the fattest country in the world, beating us because they're like, "Hey, we're free and we got hamburgers."
Yay!
Nom 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 nom. I had a Big Mac the other day, Richard. It didn't taste very good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than eating Betsy at McDonald's and not liking it. You still finish it, but you're like, this wasn't satisfying.
See, now this cow's listening to this podcast going, "You eat hamburgers, traitors."
I thought you were part of the revolution.
I thought you were the voice of the revolution. You're just like the rest of them.
It's like 90% soy.
It is.
Good point. But she didn't give up, Richard. And what she did, I think is actually more impressive than Betsy. She rammed this metal fence and broke out.
Holy shit. Like with her head?
Apparently, yeah.
Damn.
So she's like, hey, it works for football players, so I'm going to do it.
Oh, my God.
And in doing this, she made a mad dash for a lake called Lake Nisa, which is in South Poland.
You know, like, I don't think a cow's head is any, like, harder than a human's head. So imagine you running into a metal fence hard enough to break it. Break your head first.
Probably. Well, I don't know with cows. I know, like, bulls, like, ram each other, don't they?
Yeah, but they got horns.
Well, it's still like they hit their skulls.
I don't know. The only animals I know that have really hard heads are goats.
Yeah.
But I don't know about cows. I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't spend a lot of time with cows.
Well, they should. That's our demographic.
We need to connect with our audience.
This week's episode is brought to you by Wheat Ease.
It's the best. We love wheat. We're coming to you live from Farmer Joe's field.
Hey, all the cows out there, moo so the audience knows you're there. Ding da ding da ding da ding.
Hey, can you keep that down? We're trying to record.
But so she breaks out, and we have the cow's owner, who's known only as Mr. Lukasz. Lukasz. Lukasz?
No, I like Lukasz. Lukasz makes him sound like a Bond villain.
Yeah, but he's only known as Mr. Lukasz. So this cow breaks out, so it's like a news action. So it's like a slow news day in Poland.
Oh my God, this is like the coolest farmer ever.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
Channel 37 stops by and is like, okay, so we see that your cow broke out, and we want to do an interview. So what's your name? He's like, I am only known as
Lukasz.
Mr. Lukasz.
Do you want to take those? Do you want to take those sunglasses off so we can do the interview? No, they always stay on.
But it's 8:00 at night. Like, it's gonna be a glare. Do you want this interview or not? Well, I guess.
Yeah.
We have a deadline.
This will make a good YouTube clip, I suppose, somewhere.
All right, Mr. Lukasz. So there's been a huge escaping cow thing going on. Like in the States, there was one about 10 years ago. There's this whole John Cena like relationship thing, like cows mating with professional wrestlers. What happened here? What failed? Nothing failed here.
The only failure was because the Americans are weak. Takes a long drag from the cigarette.
They had the tranquilizer and they wanted to shoot, but they said, oh, poor baby cow. I say, fuck the baby cow.
And I said, no. I will kill the cows.
I don't tranquilize. I kill.
When I shoot to kill. For I am Lukasz.
So Lukasz, like, are you bringing a firearm? Or, no, I contacted the Elon Musk and I bought this flamethrower. He pulls it out. We are going to have smoked brisket after I kill that bitch.
Holy shit, yeah. Cincinnati Freedom be rolling in her grave.
Yeah. He's like, if I was around, Cincinnati Freedom would have been Cincinnati Barbecued Freedom. Give me some roasted tips.
We would serve Cincinnati Freedom on the 4th of July. His ribs.
The only kind you have is medium well. Well, I mean, that kind of ruins the steak. I like mine probably more like medium rare.
It does not matter what you want.
You eat what I give you and you like it.
And
you shut your face. You sound like American pussy to me.
For I am Lukasz.
Well, what's your first name? Mr. Lukasz. So Mr. Lukasz decides, he's like, no, this not on my watch.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Americans let their cow go and they whine about it. They give it a key to the city. You know what I'm going to give this? A key to my barbecue recipe.
Yeah.
All over.
It's going to be the key to my barbecue recipe. So this cow busts through the fence with her fucking head.
Yeah.
So, and then breaks out. And she's like, my first reaction would be, holy shit, I did it. I just broke through a fence.
Actually, it'd probably be more like, ow! Ow!
And then
why does it hurt so much?
And then after I regain consciousness, I would say, holy shit, it worked.
But Mr. Lukasz is like, fuck no. So he takes his workers, like he gets his group together, and they try to hunt down El Besse.
Oh my God, Lukasz put together a posse.
Yeah.
He is a Bond villain. So these are like his henchmen.
Exactly. And so, according to the Polish news show, Widomosci, Widomosci, one of Mr. Lukasz's workers got a broken arm from La Besse.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, the revolution's getting physical.
Yeah. He was like, I'll get that bitch. He walks up with one of those Elon Musk flamethrowers. Betsy's like, nope, fuck you. Boom, back legs to the arm, breaks the flamethrower. And what they're probably not reporting, Richard, because Mr. Lukasz is like, no, we can't let this kid go out. She probably picked up the flamethrower and is like, taste flames, you stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, shit.
I'm El Besse. Look at my udders.
Flashing her tits and shooting a flamethrower.
Sarah Connor ain't got shit on me.
Bet you never saw Cincinnati Freedom doing this shit. I just remembered the episode that we did way, way long ago was actually about a cow revolution.
Yeah, it was.
How we are on the brink of one. Like, It's coming. Just you wait. They're all standing there. They watch you. They're lying in wait. And the day's going to come where they're just going to be like, let's throw off the chains of our masters. This is it. Oh my.
Well, we said it's going to take that one cow to stand up and be like, no. And that was Cincinnati Freedom.
That's right.
It's already gone international. And La Besse, they're all going to take the Bessie name. Like the dude that, what's the movie where they all wear the same mask?
Shit. V for Vendetta.
Yeah, V for Vendetta. So they all take the same name. They all wear the same mask.
Guy Fawkes mask.
No
They're
more.
playing Brahms in the background. The 1812 overture.
So she's fighting off, all of Mr. Lukasz's henchmen. She's breaking arms. She's stealing their flamethrowers and roasting them. She's like, it's going to be roasted fucking dick tips here, bitches. But she's got to make a run for it, right? She's got to get like somewhere safe. So Richard, she decides to enter the water and swim to one of the islands in the middle of a lake.
Holy shit.
She's basically like got her own country now.
Yeah.
She's found an island.
So Betsy was like was the Caesar. She's the Caesar because she was the first one.
Yeah.
So she's Caesar, and I haven't seen the new movie, but I'm pretty sure Caesar died. I haven't seen the new movie, so I have absolutely no idea.
I kind of get lost in there because, like, in the first one, we're talking about the new Planet of the Apes. In the first one, I think Caesar is like the one that starts everything.
Well, he's the first one to get smart.
Yeah, but then there's like another dick of a monkey that's like got scars and shit. I think he's like a bad guy.
Well,
he's a bad.
he starts out as kind of a bad guy, like his rival. He starts out as his rival in the little monkey enclosure they have. But then
I think he pushes Caesar off a cliff, though, I think, and blames the humans. So maybe Betsy actually killed Betsy. Maybe it wasn't cancer at all. She was just a jealous bitch. She's like, John Cena will be mine.
How did she get overseas?
Well, she swam to an island.
Well, yeah, but there's a difference between swimming to an island and swimming across the entire Atlantic.
I mean, like what? I mean, it's got to be what, like a mile or two more?
Sure.
I mean, I've seen the globe, Richard. It's not that big. Like it's like that, like my finger size.
It's only what, like 6 inches.
Richard, that's like you. You always tell me I can't do something because it's not big enough.
Yeah. How's that? Yeah, me and your wife. We're the two.
I know. It's always at awkward times too. It's like we're having sex. Like I don't know why she's talking about swimming across the ocean while we're having sex. She's like, it's not big enough.
We're not talking about the ocean, Shawn.
Wait, what are we talking about then?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, so you're saying that Betsy came across the ocean and killed Cincinnati Freedom because she wanted to be the leader of the revolution.
If we're going Planet of the Apes style, maybe. So she's like, she came across. She killed Betsy in America, and it's like, no, like Betsy's like, oh, key to the city, humans and cows living together,
mass hysteria.
Yeah, Betsy's like, no, it's all out war, cows against humans.
So in this scenario, are you saying that American Betsy would be the voice of reason? So if there was a war between cows and humans, Betsy would, there'd be an open field and a bunch of dudes with guns and then a bunch of cows with, I don't know, flamethrowers.
Elon Musk flamethrowers.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what happened is you'd see John Cena and American Betsy walk out in the middle of it.
Oh, shit.
Like, stop, I'm having his baby. We can live in peace and harmony.
There's a solution.
Then you get some
War
weird
is not the answer.
half John Cena, half cow baby that comes out. It's like, I wish you couldn't see me. I'm a monster.
Waving its hoof in front of its face.
Is it sad crying, sad mooing, the theme song that John Cena comes out to? Yeah, it is.
See, now I'm trying to picture what a half human, half cow would look like.
Which half? Like, could you imagine?
Oh my God, would it be like a mermaid?
I mean, it'd be like a what's the horse human
centaur?
Thing? A centaur, yeah.
Centaur. Okay, but here's the question. Would it be human bottom and a cow top, or cow top and a human bottom?
I mean, I'd like to think of it as like a human top, cow bottom.
So you're thinking human top, cow bottom.
Yeah, like a centaur.
Okay.
Not like a minotaur.
Well,
Minotaurs are creepy.
How does it make babies?
Well, if it's got a back end, it's still there.
Well, look at mermaids. Like, how do mermaids reproduce?
Just like fish, like the female mermaid swims to the bottom, she wipes her tail and drops the egg.
But how does
and
it
the male
mate with
mermaid
human?
swim by and jerks off.
So a guy just swims down there and jerks off at the bottom of the ocean?
He's got a weird fetish.
That sounds terrible.
I gotta finish. Oh, I gotta go back there. Deep breath.
Unless you're into that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like
choking yourself in the closet.
Yeah.
Not that I don't know anything about that.
Erotic asphyxiation.
Yeah. It's like choking yourself in the closet and jerking off.
You always have to have a spotter.
Yes.
Just in case.
I learned.
Or you text somebody like, hey, I'm doing something, which means I'm going to erotic asphyxiation myself. If I don't text you back an hour, come home and put my pants on.
Yeah. And write a suicide note.
No, it's like, no, a good friend would be like, the suicide note's in the microwave. He died the way he loved living. One stroke at a time.
So now I'm imagining like a guy like holding his breath, jerking off underwater. eyes rolled in the back of his head.
A bunch of other male fish swim by, be like, "This is not natural."
Glub, glub, glub.
Oh,
The fuck is the matter with you?
It's like, listen, these humans, they come down here, they can't have sex with our wives, so they jerk off on their eggs.
Jerk off on our eggs. That's not
and
kosher. It's not decent.
And you see it, like, it doesn't even go down. It floats up.
Yeah.
It's not like, see,
Because
fish
it's
semen.
fucking water, and that's how water works.
Fish semen is strong semen. It goes to the bottom.
Yeah, I don't think that they're even trying to jerk off on the eggs. I think they just want to jerk off underwater. Like, go to a pool, not a public pool.
Yeah, buy a pool and do it privately.
Yeah.
You sicky sicko. Next, you're going to see these guys trying to have sex with cows.
Yeah. In a closet while they're choking themselves.
Could you imagine? Do you think it'd have a cow top or a cow bottom?
I guess cow bottom. Because you're right. Like, if it's a cow bottom, you can still have sex with a cow bottom. Or so I'm told.
I read it, Mr. Lukasz's biography. That's going to be Richard. So if you ever pass away before I do, I'm going to make sure on your tombstone it says you can still have sex with a cow bottom.
Please do that.
Like, well, this guy had an interesting life.
Yeah. 200 years from now, somebody's going to look at my gravestone. They're going to be like, you see this shit? Hey, did anybody see this one?
PETA rules the world. They're like, listen, this is why we rule, because of six sickos like this.
Took us another 150 years because we had to deal with these assholes. Having sex with cow bottoms.
I bet they're eating a hamburger while they're doing it.
That's fucked up. But kind of metal. Little.
Yeah. I mean, look at the cows. They are kind of sexy. That's how it starts.
Oh my God. I have the tendencies. What the fuck are we talking about?
La Betsy. So Mr. Lukasz and his henchmen, like I said, she stole one of the flamethrowers, used it against him. She takes off running, and she jumps into the water and is swimming to an island. So she's gonna make basically like her own like country.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I've never seen a cow swim before.
I haven't. I've seen them float. Like I've seen them get in water.
Uh-huh.
So, side story: my grandma and grandpa used to have a farm, and they had a little pond that the cows would go and drink from.
Okay,
and they had fish in it, so we'd always go down there and fish.
Okay,
we'd always catch them and throw them back. And I remember one day, I think it was with my grandma. We were sitting there fishing, and I might have just caught one and threw it back in. And I was like, "Grandma, every time we catch fish here, we just toss them back in." I'm like, "Why don't we keep them and eat them?" And about that time, one of the cows in the water just lets a huge shit right into the pond. And Grandma's like, that's one of the reasons the cows poop in there. Like, fair enough.
And then you were like, and?
Don't the fish eat it? Isn't that how they get their protein?
Yeah.
Will they taste like hamburger, Grandma?
Oh, my God. It's hamburgers and fish. It's like marrying of my two favorite things.
She's like, you mean like Reese's Pieces, like peanut butter and chocolate? Oh God, no, that's gross.
What are you talking about?
She's like, Grandma's like, one day, Shawn, you're gonna make a woman really, really sad.
You mean like Mom? Really, really happy.
Thanks, Grandma.
When she comes back in the house, John, keep your son away from my cows.
Laura. Even my mom hates me.
She told me to keep him away from the cows. She said he's got tendencies, Laura. Tendencies. I know what that means. You know what that means.
You know what that means, Laura? We're going to go get a DNA test because I'm pretty sure that kid's not mine.
Probably half cow. Laura, who's been in my house?
See a cow stick its head out of the bathroom.
God
Get back here, you
damn
son of a bitch. So Mr. Lukasz was talking about as they were chasing La Betsy that when she jumped in the water was swimming, he said he saw her dive underwater on its way, which is like what we were saying is like, I don't even know if cows can swim, but La Betsy was like a sea cow at this point. Like she's like, no. we're not just cows. All cows are joining together. We got sea cows for the sea.
Yeah.
We got cows
or the
for
manatee.
Yeah, and we got regular cows for the ground, and then we've got
Air cows. Yeah, figure that one out.
I don't know any air cows. What'd be the closest thing to an air cow?
I don't know.
The biggest bird's like an eagle, isn't it? And that's not really a
The biggest bird was an
cows.
ostrich.
Biggest flying bird.
Ostriches
Is an
can
eagle.
kind of fly.
Eh.
Oh my
I mean,
god!
I can kind of fly.
What if it's the emus?
It all ties back to the emus. Well, I guess if you want to tie it way back,
That's
it's
how
like,
it makes
listen,
sense, because then the
Yeah.
emus show up and they're like, look, we understand revolution, we've done it, and it actually kind of worked out. So
now
the
we will
emus,
join as one.
exactly. This is the animal kingdom uniting. So the emu, oh shit, Shawn. So here's what it is, okay? Petting zoo. Lukasz runs a petting zoo. This cow wasn't even supposed to go to slaughter. It's a petting zoo.
It's what? Yeah, okay.
But then, like, the cow, like, Betsy, like, hates people. It's, like, all pissed off all the time. So it tries to bite it. It tries to bite people. So, like, it bites some little kid in the arm. And that's when Lukasz's like, nope, we can't have this. Fuck this. And I'm gonna send Betsy to the fucking slaughterhouse.
The cafe upstate.
Yeah, to Cafe Upstate. And then Betsy's like, I know what the fuck that means. I want to listen to this podcast about it. And so then she goes over to the next fucking cage over next to her. You know what it is?
Oh,
it's an emu.
It's an old grizzled emu.
It's an old emu. And then
Yes.
and then it says, listen, I was listening to this podcast and it was talking about
No. It's one that was actually in the war.
Yeah.
It's an old grizzled emu.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so she goes over to the next thing, to the old emu, and she's like, listen, I heard a story on this podcast that there were a group of emus that had a revolution in Australia against the army and won. Do you know anything about that? And the emu just lights a cigarette. It's like, I know all about that.
We would have made it too if it wasn't for the goddamn Americans sending in their reinforcements.
Fucking bastards.
Lost a lot of friends in that war.
And some rabbits, but we didn't give a shit about them.
Fuckers were always talking about carrots. Said, think the bigger picture, buddy. Always so short-sighted.
And it's like, well, and then Betsy's like, well, can you tell me, like, how you guys did it? How did you? Well, first thing we did, we broke free of our chains. You know what they put up to stop us from eating their vegetables? Fences. You know what we did? We broke those fences. And then Betsy's like, break the fences.
He smacked it. Don't write this down, bitch.
That's how they'll find out.
You got to keep it up here in your mind. What were we talking about? I kind of got some issues.
I took a head injury.
Those bunnies, they were dumb fucks, but they sure loved to party.
I think I slept with one. There's a half bunny, half emu running around somewhere.
Ugliest thing you ever seen, but I love it. It's my son.
I don't even understand how it moves. It's got a bunny bottom and an emu top.
It just keeps falling over.
It's top heavy. I'm 3 times its size. I don't even know how the hell that happened.
It's kind of like a giraffe, but not. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, okay, imagine this. Imagine if you're Shaq. You know who Shaq is? Imagine Shaq, like, sleeping with Bridget the Midget. Like, you're just, I don't know how it works, but it happens. Who knows? I don't know. What are we talking about? My head hurts. I'm going to sleep. You'll figure it out.
Do you have any acid? So she gets to this country, and so I guess like for a week, Mr. Lukasz and his team tried to get her back, and they tried to get on her good side because they made sure that she had enough food and she stayed alive. It's like they're sending in rations.
So he's invested in this cow.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to fucking take this cow back and cook it over an open flame.
Yeah. Because he's like, it's not shoot to kill. I want this cow alive. I want to see the whites of its eyes when it dies.
Oh, look in it. You stole one of my fire flamethrowers and you hit Bert's arm and broke it.
Yeah. No, make the cow face me.
So, Richard, they decided to send in the firefighters. So, firefighters used boats to get to the island, and the cow swam about 50 meters to another peninsula. So, the deputy commander of the fire brigade.
So,
said
okay.
the animal.
So, it swam from the mainland to an island.
Yeah.
And then then firefighters tried to get to the island, and then it left the island and swam from the island to the peninsula. How far away was the peninsula?
50 meters. Which I don't know what that is in American.
In American.
164 feet. That's not too far.
No.
I mean, that's still a good swim.
Well, especially like you're talking about like seawater. Probably fucking Poland. It's probably fucking cold. Like cold as shit.
Especially when you're a cow, because they don't really they have to doggy paddle, but they don't do it very well. So she probably just like sunk to the bottom and just walked. Kind of like a hippo. Like that's how hippos kind of do it.
Yeah, hippos are fucking rude though.
We need to keep hippos and cows away from each other. Could you imagine that war?
Oh my god! If hippos fucking taught cows, like hippos are like, listen, we know how to deal with people. You got to go for the
Chomp
throat.
the shit out of their boat.
You reach in and pull out the beating heart of the human. The cow's like, holy shit. These hippos are serious.
Crazy. It's like, yeah, we party with crocodiles. They don't fuck with us because we'll chomp them in half too.
Yeah. And then sometimes we'll sleep with them. We'll rape them, and then we'll bite them in half.
I'm just kidding. It's consensual. They like it rough, though. I've got a half hippo, half crocodile floating around out there somewhere. Ugliest thing you've ever seen, but I love her. It's my daughter.
It's a hippo top and a crocodile bottom.
She's got the prettiest voice you ever. She's kind of like Janet Joplin. Like she's kind of got like a free spirit. Like I really love her, but she's kind of against this whole war thing.
It's about peace, Dad.
Shut up. If it's not now, when?
Janice, knock it off.
I just want everybody to love, Dad.
God damn it. What
I wish you had a crocodile top. So he swam about 160 feet to the peninsula, but the deputy firefighter's like, fuck this, I'm not getting any closer to that. She looked frightened, but she looked healthy. So he's like, this is not in our job description. We fight fires. We don't try to wrestle, these crazy ass cows.
Especially considering that the cow had just broken somebody's arm earlier. Like this cow's serious. This cow means fucking business. I think that's the thing here is there's firefighters are probably like, this thing already broke somebody's arm, and we're firefighters, and we're out here in the middle of a fucking lake.
You know what it was? Mr. Lukasz got his hands in all the police and the firefighters. So it's like, hey, listen, firefighters, you're on my dime. You get my fucking cow back.
Oh shit!
And they go out there and they try it a little bit. They come back. It's like, no, fuck that. He's like, I will cut you fuckers off. They're like, fine. Like, we're just going to do fires. We're not fighting cows.
Yeah.
So Lukasz goes in and hires himself an assassin now. This is very similar to Cincinnati Freedom story.
The cow assassin.
Yeah, which is
the
otherwise
guy that's
known
wearing
as
a chef hat.
No, it's otherwise known as a vet. So they call on the vet to use tranquilizers. And I guess he shot him numerous times, but he ran out of gas cartridges.
Holy shit.
He kept missing so much.
Oh.
So Betsy's like, aha, Matrix, motherfucker.
Like the darts are like scraping the tops, like in between the udders.
There can only be Mario. Oh man. So he's Mr. Lukasz is trying to get something figured out. So at this point it's been, I'm guessing, weeks or maybe even months, and now the farmer's considering just having this thing shot dead. He's like, fuck this.
Oh, see, yep.
Yeah.
He's at the last resort now. He's like, I've sent people out. I've sent firefighters out.
I contacted a hippo.
I
He was like, you don't want this battle to start, Mr. Mukase.
Yeah. You want a war on your hands? You want to be responsible for that much bloodshed, Lukasz?
I tell you what, John Cena's on our side. We get him on our side, it's over for you.
So now I'm picturing like Lukasz sitting at a table, and he's got some dudes there, and he's got the vet there, and he's got some firefighters there. He's like, listen, there's this cow on the peninsula. It's my cow. We need to get it. And then one of his workers is like, well, who do we send? And then Lukasz like, everyone!
But Richard, as always, the politics come into play.
Oh.
So as Lukasz like, we're shooting this cow. A political leader in the town of Nisa, who goes by the name of, it's Czeslaw, Czeslaw
Okay.
Bilobran, Bilobran.
That's a cool name. That sounds like a Hobbit
is.
name.
Yeah, kind of. Czeslaw Bilobran.
Mr. Billobrand.
I like barbecue and coleslaw.
So he's being hired as the cow assassin, or he's a
political leader.
Okay.
And he had basically been reportedly that he said, like, no, this cow will live out its life in peace. Again, very similar to Cincinnati Freedom. He's like, no, this is now Poland's cow.
This is the cow of Poland.
This is Nisa, Poland's cow.
Yeah, and then Lukasz is like, no, not again.
He calls up Farmer Ted or Farmer Joe in
Yeah.
America. Is like, hey, how'd you deal with this? He's like, lots of drinking. You ever been to New Orleans and see your cow mount one of those riding bulls?
Yeah,
Because
and
I
then
have.
mount your favorite wrestler. I can't
Yeah.
even watch it anymore. I bought SummerSlam pay-per-view, couldn't even finish it. Because
He comes out with a tattoo that says for Betsy, and I'm like, every fucking time.
for Betsy.
And there's another politician. So like she's gaining national attention here in Poland. So a politician and a former singer, Paweł Kukiz, raised the animal's plight on Wednesday, at this time on Wednesday, in which he offered to pay for the hero cow to be saved from death. So he's like, I'll buy this cow. I will sell my records. Like the other artists. Like artists really get into these free cows.
They are.
Like, I will donate hundreds of thousands of dollars for this cow that's like
You know why?
$800.
The cow probably got a hold of the guy and was like, listen, there was this artist in Cincinnati that paid for this cow so that way the cow could be safe. If I can get out, oh my God. So artists it's the Underground Railroad of cows.
Kinda, yeah.
The cows get out and then the artist financially smuggles them to freedom, helps them to freedom.
So these artists are at this press conference, like, I have raised $2 million to save this cow. And one of the people in the thing raise their hands, that's kind of noble, I guess, but couldn't you donate that money to, I don't know, the homeless or to feed people, or to the homeless and then kill the cow and feed the cow to the homeless?
Yeah.
It's like, you heartless bastard.
It's not
PETA
about
shows
homeless
up.
people. This is about homeless cows.
Does how many homeless people are there in Poland? 30,000.
More than one.
All right, so you're telling me one cow's life is worth 30,000 people?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. So could you just, I don't know. What if you just wrote a check for that amount of money and then just threw it in a fire, because that seems like a better use of that money.
Because I don't know if you know much about cows, but they're the one cow this happened for, she had sex with a wrestler, which is kind of weird, and his wrestling career went down after that point. And then 3 years later, she died from spinal cancer. And, I don't want to get on this topic too much because I know there's other people that want to ask questions, but, it seems like dying from spinal cancer is probably not the best thing for a cow, because they're like, hey, there's no treatment. It's just we're going to euthanize it.
Oh my God, I just realized what happens. Okay, so this artist is trying to raise money to buy the cow, okay? So it's selling, this artist is, you said it's a music artist?
Yeah, it's a music artist.
So the artist is selling records or whatever, and trying to argue the case over whether or not it's able to buy this cow. And so it's in a courtroom, So the artist is in a courtroom. He's like, listen, I know I have the money. This farmer doesn't want to sell the cow, but I think that he should, and I'm giving him more than a fair price. And so I've hired an advocate to argue on my behalf. I've hired an advocate to argue on my behalf as to why this cow should come with me, or be, why I should be the one to buy this cow. And there's this little clacky heels, and the door's open. You know who it is, Shawn? It's Emily.
Oh, yes. She's like, oh, yeah, she went to college.
She went to college. She went to law school. And she became a lawyer, and she's advocating for cow rights.
Yes. Oh, I like it.
It's all, it's all coming together.
Your Honor, this cow deserves a chance to jump over the moon. I rest my case.
Judge
is
like,
use a fucking. The farmer's like, did you just use a fucking nursery rhyme to cheat me out of my cow?
How is this a? What is that? How does this make sense? It's a nursery rhyme.
Order! I will hold you in contempt, Mr. What the hell was his name? Lukasz. You will be held in contempt, Mr. Lukasz.
And take off those fucking sunglasses.
He's like, I'm blind, Your Honor.
Never told anybody until now. Secret's out.
Oh, trying to play the disability side of this, aren't you, Mr. Lukasz? That's it, bailiff. Take him to jail.
Get a fiddle. Oh, so yeah. Emily's like, allow this cow. This cow should have the freedom to jump wherever it wants, even if it's over the moon.
Crowd erupts. How's John Cena gonna play in this? Does he show up later? I feel like John Cena has to come and him and Betsy hit it off.
No, see, she
admires
fuck you,
John because that's
Cena.
exactly like P.S. I love you.
Exactly.
No, yes. Yeah, so it's like John Cena shows up. He's like, oh, I'm so sad about the love of my life dying.
And Betsy leaves notes.
And he takes his I guess I can go fuck another cow.
Betsy leaves
week after
notes,
she died.
and Betsy's like, I bought you tickets to go to Poland. There's somebody I want you to meet.
It's my long lost sister, Betsy.
and then so they meet, and then John Cena's like, no, I don't know, I can't, I don't know if I can, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't know if I'll know how. I don't know if I know how to love again.
Just like, shh, just let it happen. Ding, 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 ding.
Half cow, half John Cena.
I guess two cows could see me.
I want you to meet your half brother. Well, I guess 1/4 brother. I don't know. It's half cow too.
We call him Moo Cena. Well, that seems a little cheesy. So, Mr. Kukis, the guy who was going to front some of this money, he said that she escaped heroically and infiltrated the island in the middle of the lake where it remains today. She did not succumb to firefighters who wanted to transport her by boat, and she was still on the battlefield. So he's saying this is a battle. He said, I am not a vegetarian, but fortitude and the will to fight for this cow's life is invaluable. Therefore, I decided to do everything to cause the cow to be delivered to a safe place, and in the second stage, as a reward for her attitude, give her a guarantee of a long-term retirement and natural death. So this dude's throwing out money, like you said, and this is what he's saying in court.
Yeah.
As Emily's already got this thing, the crowd's erupting.
Yeah, Emily filed amicus briefs and all that other, all that shit.
Oh, yeah. So Emily now, she's opening up this rights for animals.
Right.
She calls it Animal Farm and Animal Farm lawyer.
And so then Emily meets Betsy and she's like, oh my God, you look just like her.
It's funny because the picture they use actually does look a lot like her.
Yeah, of course it does. It's a fucking cow, Shawn.
Oh, geez. Richard, I thought I knew you.
Yes, cows look alike. I don't think I'm being racist against cows. You know why? Because it's fucking livestock. Yeah, I said it. I said that to all our cow listeners. You're livestock. All of you.
Don't get me started on the horses. I just pour glue out right in the streets every day.
I wish there was a horse around because when I do it, I'd lock eyes with it. I'd scream, witness. Witness me, horse. Dump, dump, glug, 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 glug.
I'm kind of curious. They don't really talk about Mr. Lukasz much at the end of this, except the fact that
Yeah,
he
probably
just
because
like,
he went and hung himself.
He's like, Emily made him feel horrible. It's like, you should be ashamed of yourself, Mr. Lukasz. This cow is fighting for its life, and all you care about is breakfast.
Breakfast in your pride.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Is that all that cow is to you?
Yes, it is. Because it's a fucking cow, Emily.
No, she means more to me than that, Emily. She also means new boots, a new quilt,
maybe a coat,
new baseball glove, a coat.
I mean, whatever I can get out of it, I suppose. At this point, I'm not even gonna eat it. I'm just gonna stuff it. I'm gonna put it on my porch as a warning to all the other cows. This is what happens when you think thoughts of revolution. This is your fate.
This is what happens when you break down my fence. So I got to repair a fence for one. Then I got to chase your ass all over this pond, all the way to this freaking island.
You broke one of my guy's arms.
I have to pay insurance for that. Don't you know that, Emily? Like, I've got this court right after. I got a fucking liable workman's comp court.
You want to advocate for that, Emily? You bitch.
You know what he's trying to say? It's unsafe working conditions. It's a fucking farm, Emily.
It's a farm, unsafe working conditions. Yeah, you know why? Because apparently at my farm, cows think it's okay to break arms.
American snubness coming over here to tell me how I'm farming is wrong.
God damn it.
I can't take it anymore, Emily. I'm going to go swim to the bottom of the ocean and jerk off one last time.
And that's what happened. He just swam down to the bottom and just stayed too long.
What he did is he tied weights to his feet and jumped in. He saw a fish swim by, lay its eggs. It's like, all right, one more time. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I hope my seed lives on. Maybe the line of Lukasz will continue. And then he finishes and it all floats up and he's like, God damn it.
Gets in his face. His last breath's him sucking in water as it floats up. Oh, come on.
This is just insult
I deserve
injury.
this. I deserve this. Oh. And then 100 years from that day is when people look back and say, Betsy and Betsy and Emily are the ones that made the world it should be.
Yeah. This is why we're going to have statues of cows in like 50 years and a cow dictator.
And Marky Mark's going to land in a spaceship and it's going to be an Abe Lincoln looking cow. He's going to go, no. Oh, man, Richard. So, do you have any Richard's closing thoughts for our part 2 of the Farm Upstate as a restaurant?
Well, I guess what I can say is this is okay.
This is actually technically part 3.
I'm pulling it in. All right, okay, because we're gonna get serious. Okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that we talked about it, but apparently it's here. Cow revolution is here. So everybody. Watch out. If you're a farmer, I'm sorry. You're the first line. You're the first line of defense. If you see anything, if shit goes wrong, we have a plan to defend against the bovine scourge. So it's here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready and eat a hamburger. Do your part. Do your part.
All right, well, let me do a little bit of housekeeping so we can kind of gear up for this battle with these cows. Visit our website, languageofbromance.com. Follow us on Twitter, @languageofbro. Email us at eatthebeaver@languageofbromance.com. Check out the LLB Army Intelligence Reports and like us on Facebook. And go out and recruit somebody for this LLB Army by getting someone you know to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify.
And when you are there, be sure to leave a rating and a review. Even if the review is just you saying moo a bunch, that's fine. Those ratings and reviews are super, super helpful in helping to keep iTunes rankings and all that other fun, happy stuff that we care about, but you don't care about, and that's okay.
And remember, you can always find us as part of the Pod Bros Network.
The voice of the voice of defense. We're not the voice of the cow revolution. We're the voice.
We're on your side, cows. Cows, we're on your side.
Are you just appealing to them so that way they'll show us mercy?
Yeah.
Fair
you ever
enough.
seen a mad cow?
Mad cow.
There's a disease for it. That's their battle insignia when they come in with the that's like the special forces of cows. It's the mad cows.
Send in the mad cows.
The last thing you just hear is move to your grave. And if you want to throw a little money in our tip jar, go to our Patreon accounts, www.patreon.com/language of bromance. All right, Richard. Well, is there anything else before I close her out?
No, I need to get in my bathtub and submerge myself.
All right. Well, that's all bromance for this show. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Richard.
And I say we eat the beaver.
No, we can't eat the beaver. We have to eat the
beef.
Eat the burger.
Oh, yeah. Eat the burger.
Eat the burger.
Is that going to be our chant when we're going into battle?
Yes.
Eat the burger.
Oh,
Eat the
that's
burger.
perfect.
Eat the burger.